check out this interior. You can see it's specced out in the brown leather and some white detailing. This car is really cool. Never seen the inside of it, but let's move on. So this is one of the first Toyota Corollas GR. This is one of the first ones, and I think in this black color doesn't accentuate the lines very much, but I'd have it in the base color, the white color. Controversial, I know, but in the white spec with the livery, the GR livery, to replicate what the multi-sport version of this car. But I think being the first car in one of the first cars to land in Johannesburg, it looks pretty cool. Let's check out the interior real quickly. So you can just see manual gearbox, of course, because what kind of hot hatch would it be with an automatic? So there's a classic, it's a classic hot hatch, 4-wheel drive, manual gearbox, 3-cylinder, and I think 200 to 300 horsepower. I'm not sure, I'll correct myself, but yeah, tell me what you guys think in the comments below, because one of the first cars here, and I think better than the GR Yaris, the smaller car. And then let's move over to a Cayenne GTS. Quite frankly, you see a lot of these in Santon actually, especially the GTS Coupe in GT silver metallic. Next to it is a BMW X5, I think M40i or M50i with the carbon kit, a Defender. This must be a diesel car instead of the V8. Let's check real quickly. Yes, surely one of the diesel or petrol cars. Then of course, used to be the fastest SUV on the Nürburgring. So this is the 4-liter twin-turbo V8 pushing 600 horsepower, 800 Newton meters of torque, driving all 4 wheels via an 8-speed torque converter auto. So technically this is a Lamborghini Urus, just in a comfort style, where that is a menacing beast. But honestly, Urus or RSQ8, because I think I'm leaning towards this more. It just started, so this is not a Volkswagen model, meaning that optionally the top speed has been rated to 280 kilometers per hour, and this is just the normal black car, so you can listen to that beast purr. Yeah, but now with the lights on in the parking lot, I think it looks really cool, especially because of that light bar that stretches across. Take a look at the front end of this car just to see those lights a bit more. This car is really... See, this car is also optioned out with the illuminating sills, and these are just silver and brushed aluminum. You can get it with an RS instead. But I think let's check out some other interiors and check out the interior of the Defender. You can see this is a 90. It's a 90 and not a 110 or a 130. But yeah, it looks really cool. You're not losing out on the luxury of the 110 or 130. Looks pretty cool. No soft close. Okay, moving over to the X5 50D. Back to the X5, and we're gonna check out what kind of optional extras it has, like the sticker running down the L of the car, because it's an M performance car. You can see it has carbon fibers, rear side skirts, and spoiler up top on an SUV. Can you please imagine that? I think this car looks pretty cool, especially because they updated it recently. So I think with this kit on that car looks even better. Coming through to the Porsche GTS, and so the coolest thing I like about these Porsches is that this spoiler comes up and folds over when you're going over, I think 100 kph, or you can press it on the center console inside. But yeah, pretty standard Porsche, especially because they also updated this recently. And then over to the Range Rover, you can see my review on these cars, because I think 2 or 3 videos are gonna go up with this car, but those cars were never optioned out with this kind of interior. So it's optioned out in the Napa brown leather instead of the black leather I had on those cars. And this color, I think, is a really cool color. Not a V8, but still pretty cool and very expensive. So yeah, let's come back to the Maybach, then we'll end off with that. So Maybach optioned out. This car is optioned out with the 2+2 and the reclining seats, so you can see the buttons here, and it has a screen. A tablet is being removed, but it has a screen inside to control these seats and all the comfort in here, including that kind of infotainment system. Then coming over to the side, so these sills look very huge in this car, but these retract once you close the door, so it means that it's flush and hidden under this. Then you have illuminated side sills, and I think this car is optioned out with the illuminating light that goes on the floor. Then fully digital display on these cars, because Mercedes double M for the trackpad on this car. Then I think that's gonna end it for this car. Let's come back to this car, because one thing I missed on this car is the 3 exhausts on the back. Competing with the new Civic Type R, where this car has 3 exhausts separated on each. The Civic has 3 in the center, and I think this car with its rear diffuser looks really cool in this color, but still optioning out with the base color. But yeah, 3 exhausts, and I think this car is a carbon black car, meaning that it has carbon fiber diffuser and carbon fiber mirrors all around. But I think let's just cut to the cinematic video, and I'll see you in the next one.